everyone, my name is Vanessa. Welcome to Sunny Spirit. This is a channel where we do some guided meditation, we do a guided painting, and I teach you guys how to paint and be mindful at the same time. So thanks so much, and let's get started. Do a quick mindfulness check before we dive into the actual painting. Now what we're going to be doing today is just 5 minutes of a quick guided meditation to get grounded, get centered, and then all of the paintings that we're going to be doing is going to be available on my shop for free printable downloads. You guys can download it, color it on your own time, paint it, follow along with me if you'd like, and then I have the actual piece up for purchase at the end. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and free ourselves from distractions for a moment. Take a deep breath in and exhale sharply. This is what we call deep cleansing breaths. In one more time. And release. What we want to do is close our eyes. Let's start relaxing gently. Keep breathing deeply. Feel your belly. As you inhale, it will rise. As you exhale, it'll sink. And we're just going to feel the energy in this video. What we want to center our meditation around today is peace and harmony. And let's breathe onto that subject. And from the top of your head, I want you to intentionally open up your crown chakra, which is a violet chakra located at the crown of the head. We're going to go ahead and open that up. You can simply do this by intention. Breathe. Open now. And we're going to invite source energy into this meditation. Source, God, Creator. We're going to invite that energy in, inviting it to cleanse us from the top of our heads, pouring into our crown chakra. You can imagine this in any color that you'd like. I choose to go for a sparkly white. Breathe it in, and you're going to feel this energy trickle down from the top of your head, down your eyes, relaxing your forehead, down to your jaw, unclenching, bringing your tongue down from the roof of your mouth. Breathe and feel this light coming down to your shoulders, relaxing, down your torso, into your internal organs, cleansing, revitalizing, lovingly, relaxing, down to our pelvis, through our thighs to the knees, relaxing, unclenching, down your calves, through your feet, straight down into Mother Earth. We are all connected above and below, secure, safe, and in harmony. Now take a deep breath. We're going to ask our guides to be with us throughout this meditation. So we must be able and willing to unleash creativity. This is suited for all levels. So just ask to be guided free with creativity. And breathe. Let's start wiggling our toes, our fingers. Let's start shaking our hands, shake it out. Let's get this energy flowing, ready to create, and you may open your eyes when you are ready. That's awesome. On my palette today, I have very basic colors. We're just doing primaries, and we'll go ahead and mix in as we go. So let's go ahead and start with the wings, which I think is my favorite part. Now, the good thing when it comes to acrylic paint is that it dries really quickly. So we're going to be working in layers to make sure that this is going to be exactly what we want. And again, this is for all levels. You really don't have to have painting experience to just kind of follow along, and again, just be free with creativity. Love yourself and forgive yourself enough to make as many mistakes as you want, because at the end of the day, painting and expressing yourself is fun, as it should be. Now I'm just outlining the wings. I'm just filling them in, like so. Trying to get a clean line. The brush that I'm using is a square brush as well, so it's gonna help kind of guide us a little bit. Now, something really incredible when it comes to art and creation in general, this can be like poetry and anything really, is that as the artist, what you're essentially doing is placing a piece of yourself, consciousness, soul, in a good way because we are abundant and there's enough to go around, into that piece to live on in there. So you give it consciousness. It's like you're birthing something beautiful, which is what it feels like when you make something that you're really proud of. It feels like your baby. So just coming in right here and just filling in these outlines. We're going to come back and give it some more detail after, but just let it look however it needs to look right now. With that nice light blue. On my station, I also have some paper towels, a cup of paint water, because with acrylics, whenever you switch colors, you want to rinse your brush pretty much immediately. And I did forget to mention this, but before we started the video, I went ahead and primed the canvas with just black paint. I just did some black paint on there, and that's basically just going to give us a ground to start the painting on. So you guys are welcome to do anything like that, and your grounds can be any color. I just prefer that black because what it's going to do is just give us a nice base. So if you mess up, it's okay. The good thing about doing a colored background as well is that you can just go in with that color later. So after everything is said and done, we'll go back in with the black and just clean everything up. Get us some nice good lines. So let it be. Okay, so now while that paint is still wet, I'm actually going to go in with my light purple and just give it some dimension. I'm just putting my white paint right in the middle and blending it in with that darker paint. So just grab a smidge and just blend. My strokes are kind of just like that, like you would with a pencil. Just make sure your lines are nice and smooth. And again, we'll be doing a lot more dimensionality in just a second. We can go ahead and do that right here as well. Just make sure we blend it in. The thing with acrylic paint is that it does dry really fast, which can be a good or bad thing. So if you want to do any remaining details or anything, go ahead and get that done while the paint is still wet. Otherwise, we'll just be layering, which is good too. I'm gonna put some white paint right on the eyes. I guess that's a blue. I guess we're doing some light blue on the eyes, which is cool too. Alright, let's rinse our brushes. You can use as many as you like. And now I'm going to go into my white paint to the top of that first wing. If you need a little bit more fluidity, feel free to use some water. I wouldn't recommend using too much because then our paint might pull up, but you are welcome to kind of smooth that out with some water as well. Go into the top. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom wing too. And I'm going to also connect where we didn't the first time. And for something like that, I can use a touch of water just to grab that the paint that might have already started drying. Go ahead and grab that here. And again, feel free to get as creative as you'd like with the strokes, with the shape. You can color outside the lines as much as you'd like. You can also add water to the palette directly, and it'll loosen it up so you can work with it a little bit longer as well. You don't have to use as much paint. Alright, so what we want to do now, I'm going to go in with our shadow. So these are our base color. Now we're going to go in with our shadow, and for that I'm going to add a touch of black, our original darker purple. Then I'm going to add a little bit more blue. You don't need too much black, but I think that looks good. Okay. And with this color, I'm going to go in around the eyes and around the outline. So not entirely, just where you would normally see a little bit of direction. So if it's a rounded figure, you're going to see shadow encompassing it. So we're going to go kind of around, and you can see right here, again, not all of it, just kind of where the pieces of a dragonfly connect, I guess, and right over here. When you put a light next to a dark, it really pops, so that's something we'll definitely be working with. You are also welcome to grab a dry, clean brush to help blend. So just get in there, blend it together. We don't want too much shadow. We just want a little bit of dimension, make it fun, make it pop. Alright. wet brush, I'm just cleaning up my lines a little bit. And then swoop. Starting right here towards the base and swoop. And this one right here. And swoop. Any thin or thickness that you want to accomplish, just go in with that clean brush. And while you're at it, you're also adding some dimension. So 2 for 1, right? And we're just going in and adding some fun little lines. Do your best to make it whatever it is that you do, even on both sides. Do the best that you can, of course. They're kind of like connected semi-circles, I guess. Swoop. Like that. Alright, and I'm just using that same dark blue that we made earlier. Swoop. What do we say? We make those wings pop a little bit more. And what we're going to do is come in from the top or the center with some white. In my case, it's like a purpley white. And we're just going to outline the tops of the wing sections that we made. This is a pretty fun movement, right? And I'm just adding a little bit more highlight. Let's not blend. Let's just make it more fun and add some pretty stark highlights. That looks cute, right? Alright. Then from there, let's kind of get off the dragonfly for a little bit and let's go into our background. So I decided to do like a flowery background. So what we want to do is grab our yellow. I'm going to mix it with a bit of red. I'm going to make some orange. I'm going to add some white in there too. What you want to do is just use the pressure of your brush. So you're going to press and flick, press and flick, press and flick. And you have some flower petals. And we're going to do that a few more times around the block. We're going to press and flick, press and flick. And the more, I find that the more dimension that you add to your actual brush, the prettier that this looks. So go ahead and like put some red and stuff, make it nice and pretty. More white, red, yellow. White in here. And go flick, press and flick, press and flick. You want your brush to be really saturated for this. Flick, flick. Perfect. If you have a rounded brush, that would look really pretty too. Little flower over, a little, this one's big, but let's add a flower over here. Forgot I was wearing an apron, so it's pretty convenient. Alright, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alright. Now I'm gonna go in with some green. I'll put some green. So I'm taking my blue, I'm taking my yellow, I'm just mixing it right in there. Let's take a pinch of a lot of white. Let's take a lot of white. We want some big bright colors to stand out from that black background. I'm gonna come in from here and swoosh. Swoosh. And what we're doing right now, we're just creating the base and just let your brush lead. Because again, we are spreading our creativity. We're being mindful, being present, and being creative. Here, I added a little bit of white. Just draw a cute little leaf right here. Happy little leaves. Sometimes the best work comes when you just don't think about it, you just blow with your paintbrush. And next thing you know, you have something that you're really proud of. Not necessarily because it might be technically correct, but because you had a lot of fun doing it. Adding some yellow to my palette. And with this yellow, I want a little bit more white. It's like a pale yellow. And I'm just gonna come in here and I would do some kind of oval diamond shape right in the center. Just because right here on his nose too, I'm going to add some of that color. And what I also want to do is go in with that, mostly white, but some of that color as well. Go in right here. Just give the wing some texture. Kind of a nice windswept feel to it, and I am using a fan brush for this. And it gives it like a glossy, not glossy, but like reflection-y look to it. With that same yellow white, let's go in here and just add some pretty dots. So all of our happy little flowers. Let's do some dimension on the background. Let's add some green, some yellow. You don't have to blend it in perfectly, just make it nice and you. And try to come close to the wing, but not exactly. On this side, we're gonna do some yellow, some green. I think this is my favorite part when you can just be and try to come close to the vines. And we want some pretty random brush strokes. You're going to be seeing the rest of the color and all of that. If you have a green leaf, go in with the yellow. Let's give it some contrast. And for the other side, let's go in with a touch of red right underneath here. And we're going to play with warm and cool, so we're going to do some blue. And we're going to blend that out together. Let's go back with our red, add some more dimension, open with our white. You know, sometimes when we push ourselves to do something new, whether that is to take an art class or to start a YouTube channel, it can be really scary, but not for the reasons that you think. That little voice is just the ego freaking out because it likes to keep us safe in our comfort zone. And maybe when we were little, it did very righteously achieve that of keeping us safe and keeping us in our comfort zones and seeking having to seek approval and things like that. It kept us safe at that time, but we don't need that anymore. We can be safe being ourselves. We can be safe expressing ourselves openly. We can be safe trying new things, because where are you going to be if you don't try new things? So let's just have fun. Let's just have fun. What else is there to do? Oh man. And I know a lot of people, especially like after COVID and stuff, this is 2021 is when I'm filming this. A lot of people are starting to realize, hey, I don't want to live my life not doing what I want to do anymore. I just don't want to. That's not who I am. So I actually recently, 2 weeks ago, quit my job, my full-time job that kept me employed throughout the pandemic, and paid me really good money and gave me flexibility and stability and all of that. I quit because it's just not where I wanted to be. That's just not what I wanted to do. And I was listening to my heart. I had already been there almost 3 years. And it just didn't resonate anymore on a soul level. And sometimes those are things that you just need to pay attention to. What does resonate? What doesn't? And when it comes to art, that's what makes it beautiful to you, to others. But the most important person is you. What resonates with you? What lights your soul on fire? What makes you want to cry from, oh my God, this is it. This is so much fun. I love it. I love it. And yes, our ego is there. And to a point, our inner child is also expressing themselves through the ego. And that's natural and normal whenever you get yourself out of your comfort zone. But you can say, you are safe. you are protected, you are loved, and I'm here to protect you now. Me, as in protecting your inner child. I'm here to protect you now. Everything is safe. And that's gonna really, really help you step out of your shell. But life is so beautiful. Life is so, so beautiful. There's so much to see and do, and people to meet, and places to go, and good Lord. Yeah, I wasn't able to stick my head behind a computer desk for any longer. Not for anyone ever again. Oof, Lord. Because it wasn't who I was meant to be, you know? So I ditched the red, didn't really like it. Came back to blue and green, and I think it's blending really well together. And again, you're just kind of dry brushing, wet brushing. Dry brushing is when you have minimal paint, and you're just going in, and it kind of gives you this cool like paint texture, like we're not working with all paint, but you know what I mean. It gives you a cool texture. You're gonna go in. So since this is one of my first videos, my name is Vanessa. I'm almost 24, getting there. I do have a beautiful daughter. She is about to be 3, and we are located in Florida. Sunny Florida. I've been here my whole life, so I'm definitely looking to get out of here soon. Right. Well, not my whole life. I was born in Venezuela. That's a little bit about me. Alright. I've been an artist my whole life, definitely. And past lives too, I could tell you that. So if you guys are having fun just painting with me, let's just get creative. I'm doing one side yellow and green, and then it's kind of melting into that blue-green down this side, and it's painterly, and it's fun, and it's expressive. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you guys had fun with this. I am just gonna paint around the edges a little bit more, but more than anything, I think she looks beautiful. I think you look beautiful, don't you, little dragonfly? If you'd like, let's go ahead and just, with that white, just the white. One thing about me, I'm a messy artist, and I love to admit it, because why not? This is what I choose to be. One day I'll be organized if I make that decision for myself. But as of right now, I'm pretty happy. I'm just gonna define the leaves a little bit with that white paint. Just to get us a little bit of dimension. You can even go in with yellow, because fun fact about leaves, the green is made of green and yellow. So the yellow, especially in the sunlight, if you want to make kind of like a warm effect, like it's being hit by the sun, you can always go in with some yellow as a highlight for the green, and it makes this really cool kind of warm sunlight effect. Alright. Ta-da! I think she looks cute. You know, I didn't think we were gonna go in this direction, but I'm really glad that we did. Because, you know, that was fun. That was just fun. Alright, you guys. Well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to, again, print out the base of it so you guys can kind of follow along color with me, either paint or color pencils, whatever you want to do, you're welcome to print it out at my website. Link will be in the description. And thank you so much for joining me.